Let's have a look at how to do some really detailed selection with the Object Selection tool in Affinity Photo version 2.6. And you can see on here we've got a really nice image, but that's made up of the original image, which is locked and not displayed, turned off, turned on, doesn't matter. There's a duplicate I made of it, and it's the duplicate I'm using. Because what you do with the duplicate is you make your selection on the duplicate, then save it as a new layer. And underneath that layer, I've put the black fill. Now you can see without the fill, you can see that it's been neatly selected out, and you can sort of faintly see the wispy strands of hair floating away behind the girl there. But turn it on, and there's your wispy strands. Turn it off, of course, and you've got a black image. There's nothing there, but we turn it on. There's the original image. Now that's an image straight out of the stock studio, so it's not hard to find these images to play with. And there we go. Let's turn that one off. Now let's have a look at another one, shall we? This is a cactus. Now look at that. This is done the same way using the Object Selection tool, the background, the duplicate, because you don't want to use your background because that's your original. There's our background duplicate. There's the black fill behind it, and you can pretty clearly see the cactus spines, but now you can really see the cactus spines in the upper cactus, which is up there. Well, you can't see it, but there's the blue dot appearing and the cactus spines on that one. Very easy to do. So let's see how it's done, shall we? So I've loaded in an image from the stock studio actually of a young lady, and you can see the wisps of hair blowing out across the sky now. What I want to do is change the sky into, well, a black colour in this instance, but it could be any other colour you're putting in there. And I want to be able to select the girl and select the hair as well. And I'm going to use, we can show you there, I'm going to use not the selection brush tool, but the Object Selection tool. Now I've loaded in the image and I've created a duplicate because we don't want to use the original image. Now this is really straightforward to some extent, but you select the Object Selection tool and you can see that the image there highlights, and with a couple of touches it selects it. Now it goes right around the main part of the outline, but it hasn't taken the hair into account. Now that's all right in this instance, because what we're going to do is go to Refine, and it creates that coloured background to it. Now you can see where the hair is there. Now we want a decent sized brush. You can see I'm using the brush width there. Now we don't want too big a brush because we're going to try and pick up those strands. So what we can do here to start with is draw down there. Don't brush it like a normal brush. It's difficult to see the strands of hair there at the moment. So we'll just go back up there. We'll take out here some of the strands that are flying right out there. See if we can pick those up. There's a couple of strands over this side, on the right hand side. There's not much image there actually, so we can just go down there like that and see if we can pick those strands up. Now you can see there we've pretty much got those strands separated out there. Now we don't want to apply it yet because what I want to do is create a new layer from the selection. Now we can go to apply. As soon as you tap on apply, it's created a new selection you can see over here, and there it is there. Now we hide that original image and you can see faintly see the hair is wisping out there, but it's very difficult to see. So what I'm going to do here is select our duplicate background layer, click on the plus sign and add a fill layer. Now the fill layer defaults to white, which is still no help, so we'll just touch the fill layer colour and change it to black. And now you can see the wisps of hair that are flying out from the girl's hairstyle there. And that's pretty much got most of the strands of hair. The original image has some very fine strands sailing out from that, and they're going to be very difficult to see. But you can see right there that we've got a lot of those very fine strands there. There's our black background back again. Now, because we've got that there, that's changed the image altogether. Now let's look at a second image on the same method. There's the cactus image, and you can see on the right hand side all of those spines. You think they will be very difficult to load. Now what we've got to do is duplicate that image, go to that one and lock the image so we can't modify it, even accidentally. So now that we've got that hidden, let's follow the same process. Go to Object Selection Tool. You can see I've just touched that. The mode is Add there, so I've just touched that. Now it's got that. You can see here it's gone right around the spines of the cactus towards the outside of the spines, which is very good. That's what we want. Now we also want this cactus over here. So let's just select that one. There we go. Now that cactus is selected. You can see we've gone around the edge of the spines. So we don't want to multi-part. We don't want soft edges. We've got add. Let's just refine that whole thing. Now we've got the width of our brush. We want a fairly wide brush here. Let's see if that works. Follow the edge of the cactus around there. Go right up that side there. Now I'll come back down. Go around the cactus. Some of those spines are quite a long way out there. Now we seem to have got that okay. Lots of nice spines. Go to Selection, and we're going to create a new layer again this time. Click on Apply. Now it's difficult to see the spines of the cactus against the clear background again, so what we'll do here is put in a fill layer, and we'll colour that fill layer black. Now look at those nice sharp spines. And the flower complete. And that's how you can do it with the new object selection tool. This is available, of course, only in the iPads and desktops with the new silicon chips in them. And I'm using this one on an iPad A17, iPad Mini A17, which is the new iPad Mini 7, for want of a better way of putting it.
Go ahead. Make my day. Subscribe.